So today I have a really short verse for you to learn and to remember. And it is Colossians 1 verse 16, and it's just the end of the verse. It says, all things were created by him and for him. So that says everything and everybody was created by God, and we were created for God. So God created us for himself, for us to know God, to love God, and to do what he wants us to do. Now, today, one of my children wanted to have a Frisbee to play with, but she didn't have a Frisbee. So she asked me if she could use a plate. Now, this is one that doesn't break very easily. She'd asked me a while back and I said no, but today she asked me again, and we were going over the road to play at a school because it was a beautiful sunny day. So she asked again if she could take this plate, which feels like a Frisbee, and play with it. And this time I said yes. So she took it and she started using it like a Frisbee and throwing it. And before long, it had cracked. And yeah. So she was trying to use a plate for a Frisbee, but a plate was not made to be thrown around. And when it was used to be thrown around like a Frisbee, it broke into pieces. A plate is made to put food on and to eat from. A Frisbee is made to play with. So what I learned from that is that God has made us with a purpose, but we don't always use the purpose that he's given us. So God made us to know him and to love him and to serve him. And when we don't do that, when we love other things more than him, when we try to please ourselves and do what makes us happy, we are not fulfilling the purpose that God made us for. And when you use plate for a Frisbee, it doesn't go well. And when we live our life not fulfilling the purpose God made for us, to know him and to love him, then we don't feel satisfied. It's not satisfying because that's not what God made us for. God didn't make us to make ourselves happy. God made us to know him. So when we learn to know God and to love him and to do what he wants us to do, then we are fulfilling our purpose and we will be satisfied, even though it can be very hard. So just remember that if you live your life just doing what you wanted to do and not learning to know and love God, then you are like a plate that is being used for a Frisbee. But when you learn to know God and to love him, then you are like a plate that is being used for the purpose that it was made for. So I don't have a way to sing it this time, but I'm going to read it one more time. All things were created by him and for him.